Well, anytime somebody decides to become an entertainer or a musician, something that where you perform your craft in front of the public, you're going down the rabbit hole. Different people go down the rabbit hole in different ways, and some go much further down the rabbit hole than others. Being a recluse, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Falling into your own gimmick, we've seen it happen. We've been watching it happen with Ric Flair for how many years now? It happens. Oddly enough, Val Kilmer, who recently passed away, talked about after he got done playing Jim Morrison in the Doors, it took him almost a year and visits to psychiatrists even to get him out of the Jim Morrison mind frame that he so diligently worked at before in preparation for the film. So he was basically living mentally like Jim Morrison for probably well over a year for this role. And then he had a detox, Mike, maybe? He had to like detox and try to become a normal person again. We saw what going down the rabbit hole did to Heath Ledger, didn't we?
Yeah.
With the Joker. I mean, right. If you're not aware of that story, folks, look it up. So, I don't, it's weird to me when you take it too far. Look, the Pharaoh is something that, in some ways it is similar, but you described how, he was Kevin Castle when he was on the show. The Pharaoh appears when I'm on with you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The end. And then it's back to real life because real life has to be addressed. Like I didn't get the best health news today. And trust me, if I don't do something about what I got to do, I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm probably going to logically, Mr. Spock, do what I got to do.
Right.
It's just, you don't want to like, so I don't know. Were they upset that he could have done something more to take care of himself?
That was part of that conversation.
And that's fair.
There was anger involved for sure, right?
Yeah. Well, they clearly also loved him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So they're frustrated, perhaps. I haven't seen the clip that you're asking me about, so I can't really say it until I, watch it myself. But, if they're frustrated, of course, look.
They were almost, you know what, Jimmy? It wasn't even like they were frustrated. It was almost like they were angry. Because at first when I'm listening, I'm like, wow. Like at first I'm like, man, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't think going on air and like laying out all this guy's dirty laundry to everybody that didn't know these little dirty secrets is the right thing to do. But then as I listened, I said, these are three guys, and one being his brother. They're angry.
Well, what's the